Genesis chapter 4. Cain and Abel. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, "With the help of the Lord I have brought forth a man." Later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord. And Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If what you do is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" I don't know," he replied. Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad was the father of... bear with me because this name's pretty hard to pronounce. Meujael? Just a weird name. And he was the father of Methusael, and Methusael was the father of Lamech. Lamech married 2 women, one named Ada and the other Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who play stringed instruments and pipes. Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, who forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, "Listen to me, wives of Lamech, hear my words. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for injuring me. If Cain is avenged 7 times, then Lamech 77 times. Adam made love to his wife again, and she gave birth to a son, and named him Seth, saying, "God has granted me another child in place of Abel, since Cain killed him." Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh. At that time, people began to call on the name of the Lord. So this chapter, it's kind of weird. God gives humans free will, okay? And then he says to Cain that no one will kill him. That's literally taking away the free will of the humans. You can't tell someone that you can do whatever you want and then tell them, yeah, you can't do this though. That's not free will. I mean, obviously it's illegal today in society to kill someone, but you can still do it. You'll just go to jail. You'll be punished for it, but God says that you can do anything you want. And according to, he doesn't say that you can do anything you want. He says that you can do anything you want as long as you do what he says. So that's not free will. Not at all. Not at all. Also, where did Cain find this wife? See, we only know that God created Adam and he created Eve, and then there's also another wife that Adam had that he didn't like too much named Lilith, but people tend to deny that one. But he made Adam and Eve, and then Eve gave birth to Cain and Abel, but then Cain somehow found a wife. There's somehow mysteriously more people. They've got to be related to them, you know? So, but yeah, and the names in this book, seriously, they're really weird, hard to pronounce, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with me on that one, okay? Let's move on to the next chapter. Genesis 5, from Adam to Noah. This is the written account of Adam's family line. When God created mankind, he made them in the likeness of God. He created them male and female and blessed them. He then named them mankind, and they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness, in his own image, and he named him Seth. After Seth was born, Adam lived 800 years, and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Adam lived a total of 930 years, and then he died. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he had a son. He named him Noah and said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord has cursed." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Lamech lived a total of 777 years, and then he died. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So, Noah is basically a direct descendant of Adam. The problem that I have with this chapter, even though, it's basically just the same thing over and over again with different names and different ages, is obviously the ages that they lived to. Because it's showing them starting out old and getting younger and younger for some of them. That's just not scientifically supported. Science shows us that basically the opposite happened. We started out living younger and younger lives, or not younger and younger lives, but we started out living younger lives where, basically a long time ago, if you lived to 25, you were an old person. But now, people can live almost 100 years, and sometimes even more. I believe the oldest person ever was like 120 something. So, yeah. It's just not how it happens. This book just isn't very accurate, and also it tends to contradict itself sometimes. So, yeah. But that's it for today. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Comment, just get stuff going. Get a good conversation going, because thinking critically about religion is just a really good thing to be able to do. Even if, you still believe, that's fine. Just think critically about it, Don't just believe everything that you're told right as you're told. Question it. Always question it. So, and don't forget to subscribe, because it's gonna put these videos in your feed, obviously, and it's gonna get other people to watch them, I guess. And it's gonna encourage me to keep learning and teaching and everything. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.